We've all heard about the recent federal ban on microbeads, but what effect are these beads really having on the environment? I personally support this ban just because of the mere volume of these beads that are disrupting many ecosystems and especially our own way of life. According to Newsweek, 99% of microbeads end up in our sewage system, making their way to our crops through fertilizer and making our food toxic. The runoff from these farms contains the tiny microbeads and eventually ends up in lakes, streams, and oceans, which in turn allows aquatic animals like fish to ingest them. This again affects another one of our food sources, but only 1% of waste microbeads are finding their way into the ocean, and that in itself is a whopping 8 trillion beads. The 1 millimeter size and spherical shape of the beads makes it almost physically impossible to prevent the beads from overtaking our water system, as well as clean up the problem that is already present. According to New York Times, it would be very, very costly to retrofit water plants for the size of the beads. With this cost and work and maintenance we would have to do, this is yet another way that the tiny microscopic beads affect our way of life. Overall, it is imperative that the ban follows through, so to take the toxicity out of our food sources, and to minimize the challenges we face to keep our environment clean.